Dudes and dudettes, how are you guys? This is Chazzy and welcome to quite possibly the most controversial video I will ever record on this channel. And before I even get into it, allow me to express something here and make it very clear already from the get-go, you know, just in case some of you don't even make it to the end of the video, so I will prefer to say it here at the beginning. I do not in any form, shape, or manner support Shane Dawson, nor do I agree with the things that he did that led to him being canceled from the platform of YouTube. I do not endorse his acts, you know, I don't, I'm not even subscribed to him, you know, I'm not a fan of the guy, you know. I mean, aside from watching some old conspiracy videos back when they were still on his channel, I have never really been exposed to him at all, you know. So I'm saying this now, so whatever I say from here on, you guys don't interpret the wrong way, you know, because I am not defending the guy, okay? You know, he's dead and gone, not literally, but he can't make videos for YouTube anymore. So the point is, guys, that all I want to do with this video is give my opinion about what happened, you know, because I think that it's an issue that should have been addressed a while ago here, you know. But if I'm being honest with you guys, sometimes I'm a little late to the uptake, you know. It takes me a while to figure out what's going on in the world of entertainment, you know. And I actually only found out about Shane Dawson being canceled some time ago, you know. It was actually I do believe he got canceled last year, you know. I'm going to be using the term canceled here throughout this video, even though I don't really agree with it being something that we can use for a person, because we can cancel events, you know, we can cancel shows and stuff, you know, but we can't cancel a person. It doesn't make sense. But internet lingo aside, it's something that I found out about earlier this year, and it happened last year, you know. And then I started watching the videos, you know. I started looking into it, and now because I just wanted to address this issue here, that's why this video is happening right now, okay? So, but yeah, I just kind of I just want to get my opinion out there and kind of like tell you guys what I feel about this, you know, even if there is a possibility that it's not going to be very well liked by many people. But what I want you to do is hear me out, okay? The reason that I'm putting this video in my What's the Damage playlist and not the mixers, because it is a very tender topic, and there is a chance that I'm gonna get angry because it's not something that's going to be lighthearted, you know. It's something that's actually very serious. And yeah, so I'm going to be talking about why Shane Dawson got canceled on YouTube, and it's going to be an informative video, you know, to those of you who actually have no idea what's going on or even who the guy is, you know. And if you know who he is and if you know what happened, if you know about the canceling, if you're in the know-how, then this is essentially going to be just, it's going to be just like you getting a different perspective about what happened, okay? So, now that was one hell of an intro, huh? That was probably the longest intro I've ever done for this channel. Without any further ado, let's get into the cancellation of Shane Dawson. Okay, so here's the thing. Regardless of what you think about Shane Dawson, you cannot deny that he is a pioneer, you know, because he was actually one of the very first YouTubers on the platform. You know, he was one of the very first people who started recording videos back in 2008 when he was just 19. And back then it was just a bunch of dumb skit comedies and sketches, you know. He was doing a few things here and there with a couple of friends. And what I do believe began, you know, like the fire that burnt down his name, you know, his empire on his channels, was what he did back in the day, involving things like Blackface, you know, where he would paint his face black to play an African-American character in a skit or a sketch, you know. I think he made fun of Chris Brown at one point, you know, using that. So there was a lot of racism in his earlier videos. There were a few racial stereotypes here and there, but I mean, you see, this is where I start delving into the controversial side of my opinions regarding this, you know. There is a thing called black humor, sorry, dark humor. No, black comedy, black humor, whatever you want to call it, you know. But for you to enjoy black or dark humor, you need to have an open mind. You know, because dark humor, guys, is something that intentionally makes fun of something that anywhere else is going to be considered offensive. You know, so me, for example, I will never do a video on this channel, you know, invoking dark humor, even though I do practice it with my friends outside of it. Like, because let's be honest, all of us, even if you stand against things like racism and homophobia and this and that, I mean, come on, you have made a couple of racist jokes in your lifetime, okay? Don't pretend you didn't, okay? And me and my friends, you know, we sometimes make jokes aimed at each other or others, you know, but it's just to make each other laugh, because that's what dark humor is, you know? There are many many shows that are notorious for having a lot of dark humor, like for example Family Guy, you know, and Family Guy has been on the air for so many years, you know, there's so much controversy surrounding it, so much racism. But why is it that even though there is so much racism in Family Guy, there are so many stereotypes, so many people watch it and laugh? You know, because it is a very popular show, one of the most popular shows of all time, animated shows of all time, if I would say, at least in the adult category. It's still going strong today. There are people posting videos about it on YouTube, talking about it on Twitter, you know. So people, celebrities who get made fun of, they take it in stride. They take it they just take it, how can I say it? They take it as a joke, you know, because that's what it's meant to be, just a joke, you know. So like if you have an open mind, the more of an open mind you have, the more you can enjoy dark humor, you know. And me and my friends, we sometimes make these kinds of jokes, but obviously away from YouTube, you know, especially because I have another channel with a buddy of mine who has a very similar sense of humor than mine, and we make a lot of jokes, but nothing too dark on YouTube. So I mean, like, we are all guilty, you know, of producing dark humor, you know, in our lives. You know, we make racist jokes because that's just society. Racist jokes are funny, guys, you know. I mean, of course, like, there is a limit. You know, it's my opinion that even jokes, humor, there should be a limit established. You know, even dark humor should have a limit, you know. And sometimes, like, for example, right now, we are going through a situation that there are a lot of Asian hate crimes all over the world, so this is not the time for you to make jokes about Asians, you know? Just like when the Black Lives Matter movement was going strong, that it was not the time to make jokes about African Americans, you know? So there is a time for everything, you know? And when you make a joke, you know, a racist joke, you gotta know how to do it so it's not going to offend the other person, you know? You gotta, for example, if you're gonna make I don't know, a racist joke to a black person, you can't be like directly offensive. You gotta make a joke that's going to make them laugh, you know, and relate to it, you know. At least that's the way that I see dark humor, you know. I'm Brazilian, so if somebody makes fun of me, if they tell a joke about a Brazilian to my face, depending on how the joke is, I will definitely laugh, because most racial stereotypes come from a certain level of fact, you know. So that's how it works. So I guess that's what Shane tried to do, or maybe not, because I honestly didn't even watch those videos, and I don't think I even can anymore, but I can kind of understand, you know, what they were like based on what other people tell me. Now, those Shane Dawson videos, those racial stereotypical moments, you know, where he would make he would do blackface videos and also say the N-word, which I'm obviously not going to say here, but you guys know what it is, you know, the racial slur towards African Americans. Now, it is obviously wrong for somebody to do this, you know. I mean, you can't like go around throwing out racial slurs to people like there's no tomorrow, you know, especially on a public platform like YouTube. But of course, back in the day, the 19-year-old Shane definitely did not know that his channel would explode so much, you know. Like many YouTubers who are big today, you know, the OG YouTubers, they were just making random crap because they wanted to, because they thought it was funny, and they had a place to upload it, so they did, you know. And then years later, they're making money with it. So he obviously could not have expected like having so many millions of viewers watching his stuff and consuming it, and then later, like what, 10 years down the line or so, he would get canceled for it, you know. Now, he could have just gone back and deleted the videos, as a lot of other YouTubers do as well, you know, but that of course would have taken away from the essence of these damn motorcycle douches who I really wish would just die in explosions. But anyway, perfect for the what's the damage video. So he could have gone back and deleted those videos, but I guess he didn't, you know. Or even if he did, you know, I don't know if they're still on his channel today, but even if he did, I mean, people have this stuff, guys, you know, like the Logan Paul video some time ago, where he actually went to the Okigahara forest in Japan, you know, he recorded a very insensitive video making fun of somebody who killed themselves, you know. So that video was obviously taken down, but I'm sure you can still find it, you know, on YouTube if you look hard enough. There's always somebody who has re-uploaded to some degree in full capacity. But the thing with Shane is that, while I think, get ready for controversial opinion number 2, okay? Now, even though I obviously disagree, you know, with Shane, you know, I disagree with what he did, I don't agree with you canceling him for it 10 years after it happened. To me, that just doesn't make sense, you know, because it's like, I don't know, like imagine you, I don't know, let's take PewDiePie, who's like the biggest individual creator on YouTube right now. The guy has over 100 million subscribers, and even though he has seen his share of controversy in the past, what if we go back to, I don't know, the first 10 videos that PewDiePie recorded, and we find out that he said something like, I don't know, all Asian people suck. You know, what if he said something like this? And then like all of these years later, with him having like made a career out of YouTube and having redefined the term YouTuber and being the biggest content creator on the platform, then everybody just cancels him for one little sentence that he said way back in the day that was racist. Come on, like let's really think about this. Does that really make sense? You know, I mean, because like, it's not that like, of course it wasn't just this, you know, Shane did do a lot of racist content in the past, you know, and he has actually, there were a few allegations too of him doing other things, you know, it's not just this, you know, he is essentially at the end of the day a douche, you know, I know that, you know, and he tried to expose a lot of other YouTubers some time ago also. It's his videos, you know, I don't know, he just did a lot of douchey things, you know. He collaborated with Jeffree Star, who's also a controversial figure, you know. He really disses a lot of other content creators. So, and there was also again, you know, just something that's so... There was the Willow Smith controversy, the daughter of Willow Smith, you know, and there was I think back when he was 19, he recorded a video apparently ejaculating to a poster of her, but she was 11 at the time, so there was obviously pedophilia involved, you know. If he has ever done this, you know, in other instances, I don't know. So one instance probably is the one that we're using here to condemn him, and of course the Smith family, you know, Jaden, her brother, and then Jada Pinkett Smith, her mom. Jaden Smith really needs to just sit down and shut the hell up though, because really, like, how the hell can Jaden Smith complain about this? I mean, have you seen the kid? Have you guys seen Jaden Smith? This is what he looks like today. Like, who the hell is this kid to complain about, like, how the hell can he give Shane any crap about what he did with his sister? Because, like, dude, like, have you looked in the mirror? You know, but I'm getting far away from the point here, you know. But the point is that Jaden Smith trying to play big brother and trying to show that he has any kind of semblance of common sense really doesn't make any sense. But anyway, so now again, and I cannot stress this enough, you know, it was a very long time ago, you know. Like, I don't know if Shane Dawson is actually a pedophile. I know that he's dating or he's engaged to Rylan Adams, you know, but like I don't know if he's ever shown anything aside from this Willow Smith incident that showed him to be a pedophile, you know. I don't know if there were any allegations or accusations towards him, you know, about pedophilia. So it's really hard to put a solid statement on that one, you know. But if you're calling him a pedophile, you know, just because of this Willow Smith incident like over 10 years ago, it is my opinion that it's just dumb. It's dumb. If it was more recent, then yes, you can say he's a pedophile. But guys, I mean, when you're digging through somebody's past, trying to find something that they did over 10 years ago and using that to condemn them today, you're just dumb. You're just stupid as hell, you know? You can disagree with me all you want. Again, I'm not saying that what Shane Dawson did was right. It is clearly wrong. But I think what's even wronger is the internet persecuting him for it so many years after it happened, you know? And now we're gonna get into the next topic, which is the apology, you know? But I just wanted to get that out there, you know? Again, I am not defending him. This is not a hashtag leave Shane Dawson alone video. It's not save Shane Dawson, you know? The guy got canceled, so it's over, it's done. I'm not trying to defend him. I'm not trying to convince YouTube to uncancel him, but I'm just trying to get my opinion out there. And like, if it happened to me, I would be pissed. I would tell everybody to go screw themselves, you know? It's like, okay, look, I did something wrong, but it was 10 years ago. Go to hell, you know? I know, look for something else to use against me, you know? I mean, why are you going through my stuff from over a decade ago, using that against me today? You guys need to go screw yourselves, man. Anyway, now let's talk about the apology video. Okay, it's not the first time that Shane Dawson did this. He actually released another apology. Actually, I think his very first video on YouTube, if you filter it through oldest to newest, is actually an apology video as well. So it's kind of ironic how his first and his last videos are apologies. But anyway, so he released a 20-minute video, which I watched before recording this video some time ago. I did watch it. I actually watched it 2 or 3 times to try to absorb it more, to try to understand what went wrong. And he explained in full detail, you know. It seems very genuine and sincere, but then again, it's kind of like Logan Paul releasing that apology video, which to this day I think was fake. You know, I don't think there was a lot of genuine remorse there, but the Shane video was a little longer and much more detailed. So I think, and what he did was I honestly think that what Logan Paul did was worse, but hey, that's just semantics. You know, how the hell Logan Paul did not get canceled for making fun of a suicide victim, and yet Shane Dawson did for something he did 10 years ago? Priorities, man. Internet priorities. I had to crack my neck after that one. But anyway, so he released an apology video, which you guys can go watch. I'm going to leave a link to it here, you know. And now, obviously, clearly it was not enough to save him, you know, because YouTube indefinitely suspended monetization on all 3 of his channels. So, and he actually lost a lot of subscribers. The guy had, I think, he probably had like 40 or so million subscribers, and then he dropped. Last time I checked, it was at like 20 million. So it's a very sad thing, but at the same time, you do understand why it happened, you know. But in the apology video, he does lay out a few things. You know, he says that he apologizes to a few creators specifically, and he takes accountability. He says that, you know, look, this is me owning up to what I did. If you don't want to accept it, that's fine. If you don't want to support me anymore, that's fine too, you know. But this is what I had to do, you know. So it did seem, I don't know how to explain it, but it did seem very genuine this time, you know. There are many YouTuber apology videos who actually, that like suck, you know, because you can tell that they're like, there was this one where this girl was clearly fake crying, you know, there were fake tears, and it was really, really messed up. So, I mean, there are apology videos that you can see right through, but this one, if it was fake, it's really hard to identify it as, because to me, it seemed very real, you know. And like I said, it didn't save him, he still got canceled, but if you watch the video, you do at least understand more of what he did. So like, if I were to release an apology video like that, it would be completely different, because like I said, I will tell everyone to you know, take it up yours, you know, because it's not fair, man. It's not fair for you to condemn somebody for something they did so many years ago, even though I'm aware that there are a few other controversies as well. So yeah, but I just in general, guys, I just think that, I mean, I think that the punishment was a little too harsh, you know, because he did try to apologize, he did try to address it, you know, and there was a controversy surrounding PewDiePie where he, I have a new voicemail, I don't care, where he told 2 guys in a very impoverished area in, I think, India. He said, I think he made them hold up a sign that said "Death to Jews" or something like that, "Kill all Jews," and somehow that did not get PewDiePie canceled, you know. So there are people who do a lot worse on YouTube than Shane Dawson did, at least in my opinion. And somehow they don't get canceled. They're still growing, you know. So that's why I think that this was very misdirected, you know, for you to go and blatantly cancel out one of your oldest creators, you know. So, but yeah, he did make a mistake. He owned up to it. He apologized, and a very well said apology goes a long way, guys. You know, I'm the kind of person who doesn't forgive very easily. It's very hard for me to forgive someone, you know, but you know, if it's a very well said apology and I feel that it is sincere and the person shows that it is genuine, I will at least consider, like, I won't forgive them, but I will consider at least, you know, still maintaining a friendship with them or something, you know. Not a relationship though, because if you're my girlfriend and I lose my trust in you, yeah, you might as well get yourself another person, because it's not gonna happen. But that's the way that I see this, and that's the way that I see the Shane Dawson situation, you know. So like, he was canceled, you know, and I think that it's not, I don't think the right word is unfair, because if I use the wrong word here, then I'm gonna get canceled, you know. But I'm just saying, like what was it really necessary? Like, are you like, does it justify you taking away somebody's work, their job? Because Shane Dawson, he was a YouTuber, he made a lot of money with it, and now I don't even know what he's doing, you know. I'm pretty sure that he did release a few books, but I don't think anybody's gonna sell his books anymore in bookstores. So I mean, what is he really gonna do? Like, I mean, you guys, like, you know, like, because of something that he did so many years ago, his entire life's work was just thrown out of the window, you know. So that is the part that I think is unfair, you know, because like, he wasn't even given a second chance, you know. Yes, there are a few other controversies that kind of built up to him being a douche, but I still don't think it was, I don't know, man. Because I have a very annoying habit of putting myself in other people's shoes, you know, like putting myself in Shane's position, like, okay, I made a mistake, I need to apologize, I have to make it right, I have to address it. Nobody accept my apology, that's okay, but well, the platform that I created content on for so many years, you know, the platform that I garnered views for, you know, just turned their back on me, and I can't work on this platform anymore ever again. So when you think about it that way, doesn't it make a little bit more sense? Now look, guys, let me finish this off by saying that once again, I do not support Shane Dawson. I do not agree with what he did. I am very against racism, and I would never do anything like that in any of my videos, even if it would get me a lot of views. I think that racism, you know, stereotypes, things like that, it's a very dangerous territory to navigate through, you know, so I never would try. There was also the instance where I think in a 2015 podcast he said something about engaging in sexual activity with his cat, you know, it was he has said and done quite a few messed up things throughout his time as a YouTuber, you know, but I mean, at one point his videos were entertaining. I used to really like watching those conspiracy theory videos, you know, and he apparently took them down, you know, but yeah, it's yeah, I used to make fun of him because he used to wear the same exact red shirt in every single video. It's kind of a but anyway, so yeah, in case you guys don't know about what happened, now you do, you know, and if you already knew, this is my personal opinion about it, you know, wanted to voice what I think about it, you know, being a content creator myself who's on the rise. And now whatever you think about Shane Dawson, you know, you need to understand that, I mean, look, it's just my opinion. If you don't agree, you don't have to attack me. If you do, that's fine. I will attack you back, you know, or depending on the comment that you leave, YouTube is gonna flag it automatically and I won't even see it. But yeah, guys, you know, you have to follow the YouTube community guidelines when you post comments. So, you know, even if you don't agree with me, just keep the comments respectful so we can actually have a dialogue in the comments, you know. But yeah, I think that's it, guys. That's all I wanted to say about Shane Dawson, you know. Wherever he is now, you know, if he ever comes back to YouTube, I don't know what the reception will be like. I think that no matter what he tries to do, you know, I think he's gonna have a very bad rep because this is somebody who grew up on the internet, man, you know, and everybody knows who he is. He had millions of subscribers, so I mean, you know, it's pretty hard for you to get back out there in any capacity, but we have seen crazier things happen. We've seen people like Lindsay Lohan and Britney Spears bounce back from really bad times in their lives. So, I mean, it's definitely possible. It's definitely possible. But however he tries to do it, if he tries to, you know, I'm not saying that I support him. I'm not going to be there for him. It's not what I'm trying to say. But if it happens, I will be curious to see what the reception will be this time from the internet. But that's it, guys. If you like this video, which I think is very unlikely, subscribe to my channel because I release videos literally every single day, vlogs, gameplays, challenges, you name it, and sometimes one video, sometimes two, you never know, so it's good to hit the notification bell to know exactly what time of the day I'm going to be uploading them, you know. So that's it for today. This is Chazzy, signing out for now with severe back pain because I hate sitting in this position, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video.